Okay, so I'm doing this like thing where you're supposed to get to know yourself as well as listening to yourself speak so you can get better. Okay, so the question was, when do you feel the most like yourself? And I will say, when I feel most like myself, when I don't feel like I have any filter or anything, is when I'm doing hard things. When my anxiety is like super through the roof normally, and all of a sudden it's not, that's when I feel more alive. It sounds weird, but it's like taking ownership and leadership and just doing it. And I know that might not be the answer, but that's what I have. It's like leading, doing stuff, knowing the solution and just going for it rather than waiting for permission. That's when I feel like myself. And then the next question is, what kind of moments make me feel deeply alive? I don't know. Traveling by myself kind of does, because, and also like going out to eat by myself, it's one of those things where you're like, I'm not worried about what anyone else thinks. It's literally just me living. And I grew up with this idea that I always had to be honestly living in a filter, right? Because they didn't want CPS called, so we have to be normal, even though it wasn't normal at home. And yeah. Question 3. What do you avoid thinking about when you're alone? I feel like I think about everything when I'm alone. I mean, I'm more of a hyper-independent person, so I feel like I think about it all, right? Definitely not. I mean, I definitely think about work all the time. I don't think about, I don't know what I think about. Don't think about. I know what I think about, which is almost everything, so that one's a hard one. What emotions are the hardest for you to express honestly? Honestly, I will have to say anger. And anger is often in me viewed as more sadness, because I tend to mask it, because growing up, my anger was, kind of through the roof. And, well, I never wanted to be like my dad. So what I did was I masked it with crying and with other emotions. And so it's a trauma response. And so, yeah, I would say anger. But I've been getting a little bit better at it. And it kind of sucks. Because sometimes I do have a short temper, because if the same things that I repeatedly do constantly get done the exact same way after being constantly reminded, I will get a little agitated. Because, yeah. What are you the most proud of that few people have noticed? I'm the most proud of myself for letting go and trying to do life again completely on my own. And what I mean by that is, I felt like before I had a little bit of help, a little bit of people on my team, but right now in life, I'm still working with those people, but kind of lonely. But this is where growth happens, right? Letting go of that and trying to set boundaries around it myself. So, what patterns keep repeating in my relationships? Let's see. The patterns that keep repeating in my relationships are me not responding. I either care too much or too little, and it kind of sucks. Um, but it's really just me yearning for love and acceptance and wanting to have some sort of meaning in somebody's life. So, yeah. And I kind of just answered this question. What do you crave most from people and your relationships? Acceptance, love, non-judgment, yeah, time, energy, I don't know, everything. Okay. Next question is, what do you fear people would know if they saw the real you? That I'm secretly codependent, and that everything that I do is just, I don't know, I feel like a failure. I feel like an imposter half the time. I feel like I don't know what I'm doing, but I do know what I'm doing. It's weird. I feel like people would judge me, like, because I can get angry, I can get sad, I can get emotional. I fear that people would just not love me. And it's proven to be true. When have you when have you betrayed your own values and why? So I would say a few months ago, I met someone on a Christian app, and we hooked up. And I would say, I'm not saying that that's not my value, but I say I value myself a lot more than that. And the reason why is because I had been lonely for so long, and I just loved the attention, and I gave myself permission to do it. Next question, and the final question of this segment. What values are your non-negotiables and why? So, one of my big values is valuing, what's a good word for it? Like, when I hire somebody, like, this is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the way that they interact with people, the way they compose themselves, and the way they treat others and animals. Because the way that you do that shows how you actually are deep down as a human being. Like, if you can't treat an animal with kindness, you're not going to treat other people with kindness. So I guess kindness is one of my values. Loving others through servanthood is one of my values. Love, showing people just love in general through acceptance, another one of my values.